Welcome to the Feet Retreat. You're in the right place. So excited to share some tips and tricks on having healthier, more hydrated skin, especially as we are transitioning seasons. That's usually when your skin starts to freak out and needs some extra TLC. So, or at least mine does. So, yay. So we're going to do this. Please type your name in the chat. And the giveaway today is a mini satin hand set, which has a hand softener, a scrub, and a lotion. So it is so adorable and so a wonderful gift for yourself or for others. And it has all the 3 steps that we're going to be talking about. So I'm going to do a quick introduction. We're going to talk about these products and give you some ideas for yourself or as gifts for others. And then we'll wrap up, do our referral game, give you a chance to think about who you love that you love to refer to a free treatment. And especially as we're heading into the new year with a new year pampering treatments, new year makeovers. And at the end, we'll do our giveaway. So we already have on a lot of comments here. Welcome, Edith. So glad you're here. Welcome, Amanda. Get to hang out twice today. That's fantastic. Welcome, Ruth. Thank you so much, Ruth, for being on. And welcome, Tirsa and Jan. Yay. I hope you drove safely home to Monticello. I think that was Tuesday when you're driving, so hopefully you're back and getting settled back at home. And thank you, Ruth, for being here and supporting Rachel. And welcome, Christine. Yay. Okay, so I'm Roseanne. I've been building my Mary Kay business for 16 years. I just had my anniversary yesterday, and it was so fun to reflect on all the amazing opportunities and the friendships and the positive women that we get to meet and associate with. And so it's been a beautiful 16 years and I'm ready for that Cadillac. Now that I'm legally able to drive my business, sweet 16, and we're going to earn that Cadillac. So thank you so much for being on here and supporting. So, and let's see here. I think that's everything I want to share. So, okay. So we're going to pull up some pictures and just a warning, it might not be pretty, but maybe we can relate. So has your feet ever looked like this? Cracked, dry? This is a satin hands on your feet treatment, and I'll show you how you can do it in your own home, especially where maybe in the holidays you have a little bit more time, and you have more time off work, you're watching holiday movies, some really cool in-home foot spa treatments that you can do. And Jotina, I'm so glad you're on. Thanks. So you can see one foot, they didn't do anything on it. And then the other foot, that's the satin hands. And I think a really great little trick is you can do it for 10 minutes, but I think if you can do it for an hour or two, like during a movie, duration is super great. And also if you have like a pumice stone or some type of filer that you can just gently, you don't want to file too much of the dead skin off, but if you can do that first, and then the products will even be more effective, just having that exfoliation thing. So what you'll want to have is a gallon Ziploc bag. And if you have these ready and you're like at home and you have nowhere to go tonight and you want to do this treatment right now and you have the products, go for it. You'll want to grab satin hands, 2 of these bags. This is a gallon. It's called a gallon bread bag. Welcome, Michelle. Yay. So glad you're on. Thanks so much for being here. And welcome, Jotina, again. Oh, yeah, you're welcome. So these, it says gallon storage twist tie bags. I bought this one at Smith's, Kroger brand. You can buy them at Walmart, anywhere at a grocery store. Go to the Ziploc bag aisle. You could use Ziploc bags too. I prefer these because you don't really need them to zip up because your legs are in them. And the satin hands has 3 steps. And I know my hands have started to feel a little more dry in the winter. And something that I really enjoy is when you feel that, I like to keep satin hands by every sink in my house. So especially the kitchen sink, because when you're doing dishes and after your hands just feel so dry, working with all that soap and it's just so drying. So the very first step for your hands or for your feet, sorry, it's my ring light is like super bright. I wonder if I can, okay, maybe I can turn it off for a second. But satin hands, hand softener, very first step. Maybe I can adjust the settings on my ring light. That would probably be good. Okay, there we go. So this is really thick moisturizing. It's the first step you do on your hands. You rub it all over. you're like, "Ooh, this is thick." You leave it on. This is softening the hands. And then when you have them in the bag, you can squirt a generous amount. And then I squirt all the products in the bags. Then I kind of rub the products together. And that way I'm rubbing the outside of the bag. I'm not getting my hands all, all the stuff on it. No, that'd be fine too. But then I can put my feet in the bag and it's all kind of mixed around. The second step that you add, so you have this one on your hands, then you add the Satin Smoothie Scrub. And this product, this one's the White Tea and Citrus. There's a fragrance-free that's like a bluish color, but this one's green. I like the fragrance one. You can pump it into the bag if you're doing it for the feet, about 6 to 8 pumps. And if you're doing it on your hand, I do about 2 to 3. And then you've already softened the hands, and now you're exfoliating and taking dead skin off. So you help soften it, so then when you're sloughing off the dead skin, it's more easy to do that. And Arva, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, Arva, and welcome, Amy. Welcome. So these 2 products make a huge difference on your hands, and then you rinse them off, and you follow up with the last step, which is a lotion. And this happens to be the White Tea and Citrus lotion. So that's the White Tea and Citrus lotion. It's a shea lotion, which shea is a very moisturizing ingredient. So that's nice to have that hydrating. And after you sloughed off the dead skin, your hands are a lot more, they don't have that dead skin. So then they can absorb your lotion, your moisturizer so much more effectively because of that. So that's the 3 steps for your hands. You can do that daily, do it weekly. You can do it as you feel like you need it. And same with the foot spa. The foot spa I do way less. Obviously, it's a little bit more of an ordeal. But before you do a foot spa, it's great to have a tub near you that you can fill up with nice warm water, just like something like a dishwashing tub, or you can buy tubs at the dollar store or at any grocery store, really. And if you fill it with really nice warm hot water, then you put 2 of these bags, you squirt the products in there, hand softener and scrub. And we also have a satin body scrub that you could add to that. I like to do that just to get a little more exfoliation work going on. And then you can put your feet in the bags and then rub the products around your feet. Get it really good in between the toes, on the heel, on the bottom of the foot, around the toes. And then have a towel. And with the towel, you can wrap it around the outside of the bags. Keeps it nice and kind of warm and kind of creates that spa type feel. And then click play and watch a movie. Have your feet marinating and getting soft and some TLC. And then when you're ready after the movie or whatever you're doing, if you're reading a book, I have screaming children. Okay, I think they're okay. They're just, no, actually, I think they're having fun, but they're just getting a little rough. Okay, so then you rinse it off, and you can walk to the tub if you want. That's be careful. You got to be careful of when you're walking in these things. That's why I like to have that little tub there. You can rinse it off, and then you have that towel there to dry your feet off. And then you can end with 2 different lotions. You can either do the Mint Bliss foot lotion. This one's energizing with peppermint, helps your feet even, relax more with that tingle of the peppermint. Or you can follow up with the Satin Hands lotion, the White Tea and Citrus with the shea. And right now, this is the cutest. Isn't this the cutest thing ever? This is our this is our Mint Bliss foot lotion wrapped up like a snowman. So it's this product with a paper printout that we wrapped around it with some free socks. So until Christmas, when you order a Mint Bliss foot lotion, for every Mint Bliss foot lotion you order, you get a pair of free fuzzy socks. And then your consultant, if you want, can wrap it up. This one's super adorable. Usually I've had them wrapped up differently, but my assistant did this so cute. It looks like it's with its nightcap, and it's all ready for Christmas Eve. And when I pulled this out, I was going to a customer, and I was like, oh, I want to show people what they look like. And I was like, oh, she did a really great job. Really good. So yeah, so that's the little special right now. When you order that, you can get the fuzzy socks with it. And so that's how to take good care of your feet and your hands, and have them in places where it's easy to use. I have one on my bathroom sink. I have one on my kitchen sink. I have one on our downstairs sink. And so if I'm helping my kids brush their teeth, or if I see their hands are dry, my son typically will get more dry hands than the other two. I'm like, hey, do your satin hands. So he knows how to do satin hands. And so that's an incredible gift for yourself, a gift for others. And it comes in white tea, citrus, or fragrance free. Welcome, Jennifer. So glad you're here. Then I want to talk about a couple other things that can be great for yourself or for others. Satin lips. So we just talked about keeping your hands soft and hydrated, your feet. And then another place that typically gets pretty dry in the winter is your lips. And so having a shea sugar scrub to slough off the dead skin, tastes really yummy too. You can lick it off or wipe it off. And then using a shea butter balm after. And I use that balm daily. It provides instant relief, hydration with that shea butter balm. So moisturizing. So I love that. Love that so much. And then I keep the scrub in the shower and just use it as needed. So if you guys have tried, I know Michelle's tried satin hands, and I'm sure most people have tried these products. I know Jan's done the Mint Bliss foot lotion before. And so type in the chat if you love what you've enjoyed from these, like satin hands, Mint Bliss foot lotion. And then the last few things and the satin lips, the last few things I wanted to share, we have a satin body collection. These are much bigger than the satin. Like this is a full-size satin hands. And look how much bigger this one is. So satin hands is a 3 ounce. This one's 6.5. It's more than double. And I use all 3 of the satin body products. So I keep the scrub. This one's for the scrub because you can add it to the bag. I keep the scrub in the shower, and it's awesome for your arms, your legs, especially your elbow area, your knees. And yeah, so I love that exfoliation product. In the summer, it's a really great, if you like to do self-tanning lotions, really great to exfoliate the skin first before doing that. Anyway, so that's there. I also love the satin body wash. I use that actually as a shower gel. I shave my legs with only our satin body gel, and I feel like it lathers up good and it smells amazing. And so that's what I use to shave my legs. And then we have our body lotion. I use that every day to moisturize my legs, my arms after I come out of the shower. Yes. And Amanda says, love satin hands. So wonderful. And yeah, so our satin body collection is something I feel like a lot of people don't know about, but I love the scrub, the wash, and the lotion. And I struggle with really dry skin. Most of my teenage years to early adulthood, before I joined Mary Kay, I would have like eczema on my legs. And starting in like September, I would start like just doing tons of lotion, like really good lotions too, at the store. And nothing was helping. And my legs were just so dry and angry. Ever since I've been using satin body lotion, since, how long has this been out? Like 8 years, 7 years, something like that. I have never experienced eczema on my legs since, or anywhere really. So, but that's where it would show up on me, was my legs. And it is amazing. So I'm so grateful for that. I make sure I keep plenty of those in stock for myself because I love having hydrated skin. And then one other thing that's super fun, we have different scents of these. Apple and almond for a body lotion and a body wash. They smell amazing. If you love the smell of fresh apples, you'll love that. We also have a berry and vanilla. And for a limited time, we have the coconut and lavender. And I know Amanda loves that one. And so that one they brought back for a short little time. There's a hand cream and a fragrance spray. So if you want to check with Sarah, Amanda, you can see if you're running low on yours. So that's a little about those scented ones that are a little less. These are 16, I believe, each. These are 22, the satin body ones. And then these are like 16. So no, my gosh. That looks like it's a little smaller. I just think it's a little wider. It's actually just right about the same size. It's actually 6.7. So it's actually a little more than the other one, which is 6.5. Even though it looks smaller. That's kind of blows my mind. Amy says, I love it all. Woo! I know. So I pray that this winter you don't experience dry hands, dry lips, dry skin, as you are consistent with your satin products, satin hands, satin body, satin lips. I know it has been, yes, I'm so glad you're excited about the lavender. And yeah, they brought that back just for like a short little time. I think they're still available. And I think they knew, Amanda, that you loved them so much. So cool. So as we wrap up, I'm going to give you a chance to think about who you'd love to refer. And actually, before I do that, let's spin the wheel. We're going to remove that really quick, and we're going to find out what the gift with purchase. And so if you're needing to order last minute Christmas gifts, if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'd love to give that a try, I have such dry skin, we have 100% satisfaction guarantee. So if something is not working for you, it's not the correct formula, let your beauty consultant know. We can do a full refund or trade it for something else, and you have that guarantee for 12 months. And so please communicate with us, because we can't read your minds, but you can let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you feel is a good formula, what you feel is not the correct formula, because we want to help you find the correct formula. And right now, the gift will purchase when you order from your consultant, as soon as you watch this, is going to be 2 free samples you can order. If there's specific things you want to try, you can ask your consultant if she has those samples. And so we don't make samples of everything, but I think that's always nice. Or you can just say, surprise me. So I'm going to give you a chance now to think about who you'd love to refer to a free treatment. And this can be a really great New Year, New You makeover or pampering facial, microdermabrasion, facial peel, charcoal mask. And on the first Thursday of the month in January, so January 1st, that evening, we're going to talk about 5 skincare concerns that are worldwide, like 5 of the most common skincare concerns and 5 products to fix those concerns. So I'm excited as we're heading into New Year to help you be your favorite version of yourself. And when your skin feels good, you can focus on more important things, right? So that is our goal, is to help you live your best life and not have to worry about your skin. We're here to help with that. So I'll give you a minute to think about who you'd like to refer. You can get half off a makeup item when you share 12 referrals. We do ask that they're over 21 or married and live somewhere in the United States. And this is the most important part, have skin. They need to have skin on their face. So I have not met someone without skin on their face, but so have skin, live in the United States, over 21. So we'll play some music, give you a chance to think about who you'd love to refer, and then we'll wrap up here really quick. Okay, I hope that gave you a chance to think about someone you'd love to refer to a free treatment. The referral program is so near and dear to my heart, so I please pray that you take that seriously, because I was a referral, and I can't imagine my life without the confidence Mary Kay's given me, without knowing all these beautiful, amazing women that I get to meet and interact with. The personal growth from money management, time management, emotional management. There's been countless blessings. And I think more important, it gave me, we struggled with infertility. So we lost our first baby, and then I thought, well, maybe we might not be able to have a baby, but I want to adopt. And it gave me hope that we could save up for adoption, hope that we could have a family, even if it didn't happen the way I was hoping it would. And then when we finished our first car and when I became a director, we met with the adoption agency, and it felt wrong. And I was so confused. And a week later, I found out I was pregnant with James. So it took off pressure. It gave me hope in life, and it's taught me a lot of positive mindset things to say to myself when things don't go smoothly. So that has been the biggest blessing. So grateful for my dear friend, Alyssa Young, who referred me to a facial back in 2009. And my mom is here. Yay. She says, using Mary Kay Satin Hands products on my feet has healed them from cracking. It's no longer a problem. Yes, we have the same skin, dry, and also like my hands used to crack on my fingers and stuff. And Satin Hands has been a huge help to that. So getting a head start on hand products in the winter. So cool. Love that, Mom. Okay, so I have the wheel of names. I want to pull it up and make sure all the guests are on there. And I put it in alphabetical order. So once I get it pulled up here so you can easily see if you're on here. It did not go live in the Facebook group. I think I forgot to click one button after I was scheduling the party. So I'm so sorry if people are trying to watch from Facebook. Because I'm like back on there and it didn't even go live. I'm like, oh, gotta love technology. So, but it was my error. I can tell. So I was in a rush when I was putting it together this afternoon, and there we go. But so if you're watching from YouTube and you cannot comment, please text me right now, because I can get you added on the wheel. And as we wrap up, I'm going to talk about, and I'll just read the names. We have Amanda, Amy, Edith, Jan, Jotina, Michelle, Ruth, and Tirsa. So if you don't see your name, hear your name, sorry, I have the wrong slideshow up. I mean to have this one. There you go. So you can see your name there. But as we wrap up, we're going to talk a little about the deals and the prices that we talked about, whether it's a gift you want to get for yourself or someone else. So we have our bundle and save sheet. If you go down to the bottom right, that's the Love Your Body set. We talked about satin hands and satin lips. That's my number one, like the first thing I fell in love with, satin lips, that and microdermabrasion. But satin lips, I tried it on December 1st at my very first facial, 2009. I was like, oh my gosh, my lips feel so good. So love, love, love that product. So you can get them individually. The satin lips is $26 as a set, or you can get them individually each for $14, like the satin balm or the satin lip scrub. You can get the satin hands for $38, or you can bundle them all together for, I think that's a $64. Hang on, I gotta zoom in. $64. Yeah, so satin hands, satin lips together in a set for $64. There's also the Hello Clean set. I know my mom loves these two products as well. The 2-in-1 body wash and shave and the hydrating lotion. Yay, Jenny. Yes, me too. I agree. So grateful, huh? And the toning lotion, we didn't talk about that. That's more for like firming up the skin. I love to use it on my thighs. I also bike and work out too. But, I'm like, we'll just hit this at every single angle. Great. I've seen really awesome pictures, can't really see on my shirt, and I don't really have flabby arms, but because I work out. But, sometimes as you older, it's flabby there. I've seen a before and after picture of a girl with just doing it on one arm, and the difference is amazing. That toning lotion has caffeine in it. It really just like perks up the skin. So that's the toning lotion. And then the satin body, the Shea Body set, which has the scrub, the body wash, and the lotion. And I love that lotion. I don't get dry legs anymore. Thoroughly love it. So yeah, so that's a little about what we tried or talked about. And then in the top with the Princess, Queen, and Cadillac. So if you're like, I want to get all 4 of those sets, everything in the body, that's the Princess price. You'll just pay $199. And I'm just going to pull out my calculator like super quick. Because the toning lotion is not really a full set. So I feel like you could add something else to that, maybe the Mint Bliss foot lotion. So if you're adding up like the satin body, the satin shea, the Hello Clean, and the toning lotion, it's like $202. So you'd be saving like $3 with the Princess price. But I would say for tonight, you could add the Mint Bliss with the cute sock. I can't get over this, how adorable that is. I cannot take credit for that. I did not wrap that up, but my assistant did, and she did a really fantastic job. So I have to tell her. I'm glad I pulled this out of the bag so I can see how adorable it was. You could add that. So that's $12. So that's $214, but you just pay $199. Plus you get our travel roll-up bag, which organizes things in my bathroom. So if that's a New Year's resolution that you're like, I want to be more organized. If you want to have something easy to travel or go to the gym with, that's awesome too. So $40 value bag. So you're getting $214 plus 40, that's $254, and you're paying $199. So, oh my gosh, let's hurry and do that before I change my mind. Just kidding. But yeah, so that's the bundle and save if you're just focused on satin lips, satin body, the toning lotion, the Shea Body set is glorious, and the Hello Clean set. So that is those specials there. And then our best kept secret is our starter kit. And right now it's only $35 to join. With the $35, you get some samples, a catalog, a website, and the ability to process debit and credit cards when people are ordering from you. You can, if you want, add on a $90 kit. It gives you 450 of full-size products. You just pay $90, and you can do what you want with those. You can use them for yourself. You can use them to sell. What I did with those is that's what I demoed with when I was doing my practice faces, which my mom was she was my very first practice face. And that's what the products I squirted into the trays. So that lasted for hundreds of people for them to try the product and see how it felt on their face. And then when we do our orders to Mary Kay, our minimum order is $225. So I always love to share that up front. So it's not like we're just going on and buying our lotion half off. We get to hand select what we want and when we order as well. We pick out $450 retail. We just pay half of that, $225. And then we have the ability to make that 50% profit as well. Mary Kay is the highest direct selling profit that I've never heard of a company more than 50%. In fact, most companies are like 35%, but 50% is amazing. So plus, I didn't realize that, but I knew it made math easy. Divide by 2, that's your profit right there. So then you only have to order once a year or once every 12 months to remain a consultant. So that's the 3 have-tos. And even knowing that, I still doubted myself. And I don't know about anyone on here like, I don't know if I could do that. So what I really appreciated was Mary Kay has a 90% buyback guarantee, that I could try this opportunity at my own pace. And Mary Kay would give me a whole year to try it and see, did I like it as business? Do I want to stay a consultant, or am I not interested in staying a consultant? If you're not interested, you can send back any unused products, and Mary Kay will buy it back at 90%. So that gave me that extra safety and security to give it a try, because I'm like, the worst thing that would happen is I don't like it and I get 90% of my money back and just go back to being a customer. But I believe, right from that very first facial, when I saw my mom having fun with the products, I thought, I love this. This is awesome. So, and Mary Lynn, I'm so glad you're on. Welcome, welcome. Let's do our drawing and pull this back up. Hopefully, Maddie, to remove, and I have to add. And I'm going to go double check no one's texted me that they're on, because the Facebook one didn't go live tonight. Sorry about that. I know there's some people who watch on Facebook. Okay. Okay. Awesome, Mary Lynn. Okay, so let's get it alphabetized and shuffled, and let's find out who's going to win. And remember, the gift tonight is the mini satin hand set, which is so fun. It's actually a really great size. So, oh, you're cute. Well, if it lands on you, I'll respin. How about that? She's like, I'm like, don't add me. You're okay. Mary Lynn, you are an amazing woman, and I know you're going through a lot. She had a hip surgery, so I can't even imagine what hip surgery would. Yeah, I bet it's very painful and very slow recovery. So, wait, and here's that. Look at that. That's Mary Lynn's daughter. That's awesome. So, thank you so much for watching tonight. We are just so grateful for your support. Please, we're going to be praying for you, Mary Lynn. That would be a really slow recovery. I know you're in a lot of pain, so praying for you and hope how fun that tears the one. I hope that put a smile on your face. So as we wrap up, text your consultant right now. Let her know that you watched. She gets credit just for you watching tonight. So make sure you let her know. And then if there's anything you're needing help with products, body care, makeup wise, skincare wise, the gift with purchase is 2 free samples. Yeah. And then, and you have another surgery in January. Praying for you. I hope that's your last surgery. I hope you don't have more after that. Surgery is not fun. So sending lots of love and prayers your way. And we'll be back next week. I can't remember the topic, but we'll see you if you're able to hop on. And then the following week, we won't have one because it's Christmas. So, and then the week after that, we're going to have the fun New Year class with all the 5 skincare concerns and 5 products to fix them. So, yes, your hip replacement. Oh man, that's a lot. So, sending lots of love and prayers your way. Have a wonderful night. Text your consultant. Let her know that you're on here. Bye.